Inventory sitting on the market. It's taking longer for things to sell. We're seeing price reductions. We're seeing properties fall out of escrow. Just what is really happening here in Southern California when it comes to real estate. I'm Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles realtor. I'm about to go into the monthly market report where I dive into what's happened in the last 30 days here in Southern California to help you be informed when it comes to buying a home or selling your home. Stay tuned, I will be right back, but in the meantime, take the next couple seconds to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell for updates, new videos every week. So let's talk real estate. During December itself, I've seen an uptick of activity when it comes to open houses. December is typically a slower month. We see things kind of trickle off, but I've actually seen an uptick. Now, we definitely have been having buyer hesitation. And what's really interesting is this year we've been transitioning. The market has softened. We saw this big halt take place over the summer, but we've also seen a lot of reduction in numbers. So as I do every month with the monthly market report, I'm going to give you stats from the month of November, which will help paint a picture. If you haven't seen my previous reports, you can always go back and watch them, because as you watch each month, you really see the trajectory of what's happening in our market. So what's important to know about November, we actually saw another decline of the amount of homes on the market. There were 600 less homes on the market than we had the month prior. There was over 8,000 less homes come to market in November than we saw the month prior. So with that, you would assume that things are moving more in a buyer's favor, right? Less inventory, more buyers, but there were less price reductions. So what does this all mean? What is really, really going on? So let's dive right in. The total number of property available for sale in the month of November was 54,906 homes. Now, the month prior in October, there were 63,188 homes. So that was a decline. When it comes to the number of homes for sale, in the month prior, Toluca Lake had 24 homes, Studio City had 155, Sherman Oaks 228, Encino 210, Santa Monica had 86, Brentwood 175, and Beverly Hills 115 homes. Now the question really is, how long did it take for homes to sell in these areas? Well, what we track is how long did it take for an escrow to open. So in Toluca Lake, it was 59 days, Studio City 46 days, Sherman Oaks 38 days, Encino 41 days, Santa Monica 22 days, Brentwood 51 days, and Beverly Hills 77 days. So in some of these areas, the time shortened. But as I've mentioned in the past, other parts of Los Angeles are taking longer. For example, West Hills, certain pocket where I had a listing, homes that were on the market when we were on the market back in April are still on the market. They're longer than 6 months to sell. So it depends on what part of the city you're in. And again, I track these 7 different areas. So let's continue to the next section, which is demand. How many homes are actually selling in that last 30 days? So in Toluca Lake, 5 homes sold. In Studio City, 19 homes sold. In Sherman Oaks, it was 42 homes. In Encino, it was 34 homes. Santa Monica was 35 homes. Brentwood was 30, and Beverly Hills was 18. One of the things that we really look at is to compare this year to the year prior. So in 2024, in the month of November, there was 53,718 homes available for sale. To this year, which was 54,906. That's actually up 2% from last year, which is interesting, right? In Toluca Lake last year, it was 26 homes. This year, 24. That's down 8%. In Studio City, it was 149 homes compared to this year with 155. That's down 4%. In Sherman Oaks, the year prior, it was 212 homes. This year, 228. That actually saw an uptick of 7.5%. In Encino, the year prior, it was 220 homes. This year, 210, which is down 4.5%. In Santa Monica in 2024, it was 94 homes. This year it was 86. That's down 8.5%. Brentwood last year was 104. Brentwood this year, 175. That's actually up 68%, which is interesting. Followed by Beverly Hills last year was 113. This year, 115. That's up 2%. So we're seeing what's going on as far as the inventory. We are mostly down. And yet buyers are still hesitating. This year has been a avalanche of a year in so many respects, with the fires, with the costs increasing for insurance, with the tariffs, with interest rates not doing the reductions that had initially been hoped. By the way, I will be working on my predictions for 2026. That'll be here in a couple weeks. And let's go into the last thing that really indicates where we're at, because this was interesting. So for price reductions that took place in the month of November, in Toluca Lake, there were 9 price reductions. That's only 4% of the inventory. In Studio City, it was 25 price reductions, which was only 16% of inventory. In Sherman Oaks, there was 20 price reductions, 9% of inventory, followed by Encino with 25 price reductions, which is 12% of Encino's inventory. In Santa Monica, it was 8 price reductions, 9% of inventory. Brentwood, 12 price reductions, only 7% of inventory. And Beverly Hills, only 4 price reductions, which is 3% of inventory. Now, when we look at all of Los Angeles, because remember, I'm just tracking these 7 areas, there was only 7.5% price reduction. So that pendulum that we saw, where suddenly price reductions were going up and up and up and reached to 23%, is now definitely on the downturn. If you are considering buying, or you have a home in an area that I don't cover in these monthly market updates, but you want to get a better understanding of what's happening in your area because you're thinking of selling next year in 2026, or you're thinking of buying, please reach out to me. I'm happy to do and provide you the research as to what's going on so that you have more information to help make the decisions you need to make for yourself and your family. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, take that moment to click the subscribe button and bell for updates. More videos every week, continuing on as we go into 2026. I've been at this, if you've been following me for a while, for several years now, and I really do this to help empower buyers and sellers with information instead of clickbait headlines on the news or on websites. Thank you guys again. If you do want to get on my calendar because you just want to run a couple of ideas, no obligation, I'm more than happy to have a chat with you. There's a link below for my calendar. Thank you guys. See you again in 2026.